This is the shrine piece. This was inspired by the temples and the shrines, of course, and also the spirit houses that we saw in the streets of Chiang Mai. I was trying to think of a digital space, a networked virtual environment that people could possibly meet in, the sort of place that I feel like could be useful for communities that are spread out around the world but want to connect and share space together and have interesting and important and fun and deep and mind expanding conversations where communities can meet. So the idea is that you can scale this up and you can run around in this as a digital avatar, but also in virtual reality you'll be able to all stand around this. It's like a radial shrine where you can place offerings or speak to each other, or just any kind of speaking circle, I suppose. And it's, I haven't had to worry about physics or gravity or anything like that, and materials. So I wanted to create a space around the very simple shrine form that puts it in a location and makes it feel quite open for and like a high ceiling space for big ideas. It slowly turns, and you'd be able to place this in any kind of skybox environment. It's been fun imagining actually putting an artificial intelligence sort of agent into this and having the space become part of the community to evolve over time and contribute to conversations and also potentially change and represent what's being said and that sort of thing. So it's the start of an idea, exploring the concept of an ornamental digital architecture concept, I suppose. Something that looks good, quite small, and you could put on your desk and view it in an Apple Vision Pro or in a Oculus Quest, or pop it out on your phone and see it in the room on a digital screen. But also the start of a very simple digital environment. So the idea is it can be small or large. And I'm quite happy with how it turned out. It'd be nice to have fun with some ambient sounds as well. Some very subtle chimes or bells or something like that might be nice, I think. Yeah. So this one, some of you watched me work on during my time in Chiang Mai, is the Naga, inspired by the mythological beast, the serpentine dragon-like creature that we saw in the temples around the place in Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai. It's got parts of fish, aquatic animals, as well as reptilian features as well. It represents balance and strength across different domains, and like a balance of power, a balance of otherwise conflicting sort of powers. And I just thought it was quite a nice thing to use as an expression, an exploration and experiment in sub-D modelling, so trying to sculpt quite high level detail on an otherwise optimized model that will load quickly and work in augmented reality and stuff like that. So it's only a few meshes, so it's lots and lots of twisting and pulling digital meshes to create what is essentially a dragon sculpture. But this little stage on the tongue is, I was thinking it would be quite cool to make a larger version of this where you can visit in virtual reality and you can have a DJ up here and crowds below. And there's also some fun to be had with the journey from the tail through the body out into the mouth and onto the tongue, if this was at scale. Not to mention being able to add animation, audio reactivity, and even an artificial intelligent agent into it, and really make have some fun exploring dynamic living digital architecture. And if you look closely down at the tail, at the very tip of the tail, you can see that it follows the theme of lots of my other work, where I play with biomimicry, inspired by the way animals and plants mimic other things. It's just me sort of reconciling my thoughts and feelings about how digital spaces can also be dangerous if we don't take them seriously, and we could be manipulated by artificial intelligence. So it is it's a caterpillar pretending to be a dragon, inspired by a real caterpillar that looks a lot like a snake in real life. Some of you would have seen that before, but it's actually crazy, and that sort of stuff really interests me. So that's that going on as well. And this Naga, it was it took a few attempts to get the body right. And it was a bit painful at points, but I'm proud of it, and it's quite a nice model, and it works alongside the shrine quite nicely, and along with some other concepts that I'm working on for 2 or 3 other different spaces that will suit this theme and fit this sort of family of models and sculptures.